Shalom Uvrach, and welcome to the weekly piece on the Parsha from Torah Giants on Chumash, written by Rabbi Rabbi Goodman, the Rabbi Emeritus of Youngest Rockaway. Sit back and enjoy.
Welcome to Torah Giants on Chumash. I'm Steve Geller. In this piece, Rabbi Goodman is going to ask and answer some crucial questions that many people may never have even asked. Get ready. This is a truly illuminating piece that you'll never forget. In our Parsha, in a pasuk talking about the Korbon Pesach, you shall not leave any of it until morning, ad boker. If any of it is left until morning, ad boker, you shall burn it. Rashi notes the repetition of the word ad boker and explains that ordinarily morning is from sunrise. But here, the extra ad boker adds a prohibition that begins earlier at the dawn. This raises several questions. First question, this explanation is astonishing since throughout the Talmud, morning is presumed to begin at dawn, as Rashi himself notes in Megillah and elsewhere. In fact, the Sifsei Chachamim asks this question and cannot answer it. Question number 2, in verse 18, in the first month, from the 14th day of the month at evening, you shall eat unleavened bread until the 21st day of the month at evening. Problem is, beginning with the evening, it's no longer the 14th day. A similar type of statement regarding Yom Kippur on the 9th of the month in the evening evokes the question in the Gemara and Brachos, but do we fast on the 9th? No, we fast on the 10th. The third question, the expression Mimachros HaPesach on the following day of Pesach in Sefer Yehoshua, referring to the people eating from the produce of the land of Israel, refers to the 16th of Nisan, according to Rashi, and means on that day after bringing the Omer. The Ibn Ezra wonders that the same phrase is used in Parshas Massai in Bamidbar. They set out from Ramses in the first month on the 15th day of the month. It was on the following day of the Pesach offering that Bnei Israel started out defiantly in plain view of all the Egyptians, where it refers clearly and undeniably on the 15th of Nisan. And the Pesach refers to eating the Korbon Pesach, which took place the night before. So in Sefer Yehoshua, the following day of the Pesach refers to the 16th of Nisan, but in Parshas Massai, the following day of Pesach refers to the 15th of Nisan. Incredible questions. In typical Rabbi Goodman form, he asks spectacular questions and gives spectacular answers. The following response from Rav Yaakov Kamenetsky gives a new dimension to understanding the Torah and answers these questions and more. Tosot states in the Gemara Rosh Hashanah, the creation of the world, Rosh Hashanah, is reckoned from the Friday on which Adam was created, although the actual first day was the 25th of Elul. The Gemara in Sanhedrin states that Adam stood on his feet in the 5th hour of that day, hence he entered the world in daytime. We therefore posit that at that time, the 24-hour day was viewed as beginning with light and ending with the arrival of another dawn or sunrise. And this is the key. The Jewish day of evening to evening only began with the giving of the Torah at Har Sinai, for it was this act that firmly established the creation of the world as recorded in the Gemara Shabbos. As famously noted, Vayehi Erev Vayivoker Yom HaShishi, the 6th day. The reason for the Hey means it's referring to a specific 6th day, which was the 6th of Sivan when the Torah was given to the Jews. Hashem made a condition over creation that if Israel accepts the Torah, then good, but if not, I will revert everything to nothingness. As noted in footnotes to Rav Kamenetsky's volume, this principle was already established by early commentators such as the Haflah. So with this premise, some questions are already answered. Question 2 poses no difficulty anymore. In Egypt, we indeed ate the Korbon Pesach on the 14th of Nisan in the evening, which was still the 14th on the calendar at the time. So too, question 3, the major focus of Pesach is eating the Korbon Pesach. In Parshas Massai, in describing the first Pesach in Egypt and before Matan Torah, when we ate the lamb on what was still considered the night of the 14th, the Torah correctly calls the morning of the 15th the following day of Pesach. But in Yehoshua, having eaten the Korbon Pesach on the evening, which was now considered the 15th on our Jewish calendar, the night of the 14th is now the 15th. The following day of Pesach is the day after, indeed, the 16th, as Rashi stated. As for question 1, the Talmud Yerushalmi, beginning of Brachos, wonders why day is treated differently from night. Rav HaRav Kamenetsky clarifies the question, why are there various theories about just when night starts, and we conclude it is marked by the arrival of the stars, with an unclear time period called Bein Hashmashos, between the suns, while with day we simply declare that it begins with the dawn? The answer, night is the start of a new day and date. In order to declare the previous day over, we need a clear marker for which we find in the arrival of the stars. But after Matan Torah, daytime is not a new date, just a continuation of a day already in progress. We need only some sign to determine when the daytime mitzvahs may begin. Hence, we can allow the dawn to serve as the beginning. However, on the earlier calendar before Matan Torah, daylight was the beginning of a new date and therefore required a clear marker as well defined as the marker of the stars to begin the night. This distinct marker was the appearance of the sun. Thus, in describing the original Pesach in Egypt, based on the earlier calendar, the statement that no part of the sacrifice should remain until morning would have meant until sunrise, and the extra morning redefined it as dawn. Once again, Rabbi Goodman brings us fascinating questions and answers them in clear, concise form. We now have a new and better understanding of pasukim referring to conflicting days and clearly see there's no conflict. And all of this is why you should like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, use the share button right below to share these videos with your friends and family on WhatsApp, text, or your social media of choice. This will ensure none of you miss another amazing treasure from Rabbi Goodman's life's work, Torah Giants on Chumash.